Hi, all are welcome to my new semester. What about you? How do you feel? All of you are happy? What did you say, right? This great tragical pandemic made all people very unhappy. Do you believe you were unhappy? I don't think so. Probably some people are unhappy. They could not see their friends. They could not come to the college. And they cannot loiter in and everywhere. Maybe the reason of unhappiness, right? But you know, as far as I am concerned, some people, when I asked whether they are unhappy during this period, they told me not at all. Why? They reported the device they have in their hand, like mobile and laptops and other technological social media, they are very unhappy. Why? It is the communication they promoted. Even though they are confined in their respective bedrooms and study rooms, students, particularly college students, were very happy, people report. Then I think our students might have also been very happy. So what I want to talk to you, our syllabus for 5th semester, I deal with the language and linguistics. The paper, you might have been trained somewhere from the beginning of the first semester, but some areas which you consider and want to study more when you reach 5th semester will be almost same area but in a developed condition. So I would like to draw your attention first. Once you enter to this academic year, you please remember what is the motive behind your education and what is your objective to go after BA Literature and Language. You know, studying language is very easy, but to communicate in the proper way, nowadays people find much difficult. It's not in your case, but I know some of you very freely talking in English. You know, the motive behind this learning language and literature is directly supported by the development of language. Means what? Without language, you can't live in this society. It is the real significance and the depth of feeling which human beings have acquired to interact with themselves. Recently, you know, I read a story, narrating such a story in this class may be an eye-opener for you to guide yourself to the field of language. You know, in a village there was a rich man, and the rich man was very unhappy. Why? Whatever he sees in this nature is very dark, but is to say very black. Slowly he developed an allergy, a sickness. Always running eyes and itching in the eyes. But he had a very good riches in his house. He called all his immediate relatives and asked what may be the reason behind my allergic disease. And naturally, he is directed to a physician. And the physician, in a way or another way, directed a lot of ideas to avoid his allergic condition from his eyes. But he could not find. He directed, see, your eyes are allergic because whatever things you find in this nature is not in a green way or green color way. Naturally, the rich man told, what must I do, sir, for that? I would recommend you, please arrange something in greenish shape in your house, in neighborhood. Or whenever you get free time, you go to the garden and you see green leaves and all that. Sometimes you will be very happy. Okay, after the discussion, the rich man came back to his house and decided to spend a lot for making his house and the surroundings all the green color possible. He spent a lot of money for that. During this time, another man who is very popular in the field of meditation and spiritual life, may be called a rishi or sannyasi. He came and asked this rich man, why, man, you are spending a lot of money making your house in green color and all the fields in green and all the objects are green and matching? See, my doctor prescribed me that I must see all the green things in the world. But my dear students, what this rishi recommended at last? He told, why should he spend this much money for that? You can easily change your glass of the spectacles into a green shade so that you can see everything in green color. That time rich man understood, oh, this may be the reason. So he changed his spectacle glass into green color. What must I say in this? You should understand, there will be a small direction or burning light from the part of the teachers or from the part of any trainers that would make you to lead yourself in the right way. Again, I would welcome you to the 5th semester of your academic curriculum. And our area, what is to be said that you should motivate yourself, as Swami Vivekananda in his biographies said, all the youth, that you awake and arise and never stop to achieve something. Means what? You are youth, you are graduates, and you are our dreamy guys of our St. Joseph College. So you have to develop yourself with competence. What is meant by competence? Competence is technical way that we are going to study later because we are studying literature, language, and linguistics. Competence mode means inborn capacity, and you have to develop. Otherwise, learning literature, language, linguistics will be no use at all for you. As if Aristotle said, interest. That word I used to talk in all classes in your previous semesters. What is interest? Interest you have to develop in all the fields. And how you can develop this interest? This is called no inhibition at all to do something. And Aristotle says, interest is mother of learning. That the same statement I put it in your last semester. So I welcome my students to learn something about linguistics and grammar. And what is actually grammar? As you know, earlier in the first semester I told, Almost many a student in our college also, I don't know, you people may be okay, but many students, you ask your friends, those who are studying in other colleges or any other schools or neighborhood, everywhere, you ask at least spelling of grammar. 99% students would report incorrect spelling. Real spelling is grammar, G-R-A-M-A-R. But 90% Kerala students would say G-R-A-M-A-R. The same thing we discussed in our first semester class. And what I want to know is, what is actually grammar? And how you can study it? What definition you would give to grammar? People are in different ideas. You know, grammar is a mechanism. Then what you would say, what is a mechanism? Say for example, you have a car, a beautiful car. I too have a car. I would say, I had been a driver for 15 to 20 years with the same vehicle. I have a small car, a saloon car. But you know what wonder I would recommend you, what wonder I would tell you, that I never opened its bonnet so far. You would ask me, why so? What is the purpose? If I open the bonnet, what thing must I do for it? If it goes down. So what I want to explain, grammar of a language is law. It is considered to be so mechanical. Or otherwise you should say the mechanism of something. That is what I refer. Though I have a car and I have been driving the car for 20 years, I do not have any idea about its mechanism, only driving. But you should understand, a mechanic once coming, when my car is not on the correct way and it breaks down, I should contact the mechanic. Mechanic will come very fast and make my car very better. And if possible, he will drive himself. What you would understand today? A driver need not be always a mechanic. But you know, a mechanic will always be a driver. That we find. So once you know the whole mechanism, you will be very much competent, confident to go, to drive your vehicle in a feasible way. So what I want to tell you, my dear students, you should study a real language first. And after studying language, you should study the mechanism. After studying mechanism, you should train yourself how to execute. This executional stage is what we call our mechanical side of grammar or technical way of grammar. So you know, there are so many definitions given. Even there are different schools of grammar available. You have been trained in your higher secondary level, CBSE, ICSE, in the Kerala syllabus. You have been trained some grammar. I would say it is just like a hodgepodge. It is a bundle of different schools of grammar. But once you come, the field of grammatical approaches and their way of presentation and their way of definitions regarding grammar as a term are different. And language is, we can say language is meant for communication, and this communication is based on a system. So what is we want to know Language is systematic. So first point you can study language systematic. Systematic. Language is systematic. First point. Without a system, that is why Edward Sapir, a very great linguist, he says, language is system of systems. And who are the promoters of this system? System is really made by human beings or men themselves. The language user makes certain rules and they are implemented, executed in the way of their talking, and slowly it will become a system. So better we can say, traditional explanation is, language is meant for communication, okay? But this communication is based on a system, and a very great linguist Edward Sapir says, language is system of systems. So all these are to be summarized, and do not worry, we will provide you the sufficient material after the lecturing class. You can study them yourself later that. So it is like a linguistics. Grammar is only part of the linguistics. And what is linguistics? Linguistics, it is scientific study of language. And why we say scientific? Because it is systematic. So language, also linguistics, all these become scientific because they are systematic. You know, I tell you, we have 4 important modules in the syllabus. You will get the textbook available in the market. You will get 4 important modules. First module, introduction, definition and area. And the second module, linguistics. Third module, phonology. And the module for introduction to modern grammar. Now we are slowly entering to introduction to modern grammar and how this modern grammar developed. What are the areas that you have to concentrate? Again, I tell you, learning a language, many discussions nowadays going, learning a language or whether language is it necessary or not. Or learning a particular language, whether it is good or bad. People are discussing. You know, almost 10 years back, I attended a seminar in Chennai University. And I got a very good experience in the seminar. You know, one professor, his name is T. Balasubramanian. Balasubramanian, you know, is a great southern linguist for particularly phonological area, phonetics. And this Professor Balasubramanian came and introduced many areas, and we would say he is a polyglotist. What is meant by polyglotist? Have you come across such a way? No. Polyglotist means one who knows many languages. So Balasubramanian is very famous polyglotist. And he put one particular sentence which made me wonder, what is it? He says, his idea was, no need of a particular language that you study to develop your communication. What is the need? What is the need of your particular Malayalam that you study to communicate? What is the significance of Tamil that you study to communicate? No need. A man can take many concepts from different languages and he can put it forward. And he put one very beautiful example that made me wonder. He says, at first I couldn't understand what he speaks. But everybody, almost 100 to 150 participants were everybody clapped. And he told, all of in an abrupt way, he says one big sentence which includes almost so many languages. What did he say? I would recall. He says, சாம்பிரிக்கிற ஹோலிலே ஹாத்து போட்டா சாம்பு பைட் பண்ணுமோ பண்ணாது. Did you understand anything? He says, சாம்பிரிக்கிற ஹோலிலே ஹாத்து போட்டா சாம்பு பைட் பண்ணுமோ பண்ணாது. What is the meaning of this? Then we listen. Samb. Samb is a Hindi way. Irikana Malayalam. Other Malayalam. Bite pannumo. Bite English. Pannumo panadu. The Samb whole. Samb irikana whole hatu pota. Samb bite pannumo panadu. See how many languages he uses to make a particular sentence, to communicate the same idea, which means we can use any mode of, any method of acquiring words, and our target is to be communication. We need only communication, and the communication is the real basis of language. You know, I used to, when I had a friend when I was studying in 8th and 9th grade, high school grade, and my mother was very strict. She does not allow me to go outside and play with my friends. And once my friend, I told him not to come, but he came to my gate, and he was making a particular sound, which easily I can understand. But my mother did not understand. He was calling me. He was calling me Nisa, Nisa, Nisa. What is the meaning? My mother could not understand that my friend is calling me. But I understand he is calling me. Nisa, Nisa means he calls me Sunny, Sunny, Sunny. What does it mean? It means to communicate. It is a type of an agreement between X and Y. You communicate to your friends in a different way, which may be unfamiliar to others, but communication possible. So why I tell you, language is only meant for communication. Communication needed. If communication is gone, language dies there. Suppose I tell you like this arbitrary way of crossing, you will stand. When I tell you, when I show you a demonstration like this, you will see. All these are communication. So I would say, you should study a particular method to acquire knowledge. So we should study a definition of a language. Again I tell you, language is a system. It is a system of systems. And again Sapir says, language is purely humane. Underline that word, humane. Very important. Language is humane. It is humane and a non-instinctive method of communication. Ideas. Another philosopher, linguist, Traeger. Okay, another linguist, Dr. Traeger. You have to keep in memory all these names because they are famous and popular linguists of the world. Bloch and Traeger, they are friends, and they wrote a very big book on linguistics. And they say language is a system of arbitrary vocal symbols by means of a social group's cooperation. You know, arbitrary symbols. Arbitrary symbols. Symbols. Arbitrary symbols. Social cooperation. Cooperation they need. Cooperation. They need social cooperation. Without social cooperation, everything goes wrong. So Bloch and Traeger. So first I told Edward Sapir, a great linguist. He says, what is language? It is system of systems. And though we have so many linguists, we have some selected few. What was elite class of linguists? One is Edward Sapir, another one Black and Prager. Black and Prager says they are combined in arbitrary vocal symbols. But socially or society should cooperate. What does it mean, cooperation? So social cooperation needed for using a language. See, my dear students, once I was in Palakkad for some time. I remember that was in 1985. And I was doing a program from Central Institute of English. And I had a good friend in my hostel. One day he was urgently going to the market, and he was also studying linguistics with me. And I asked him, why, my friend? He was a professor from Devagiri College, St. Joseph. And I asked him, why, sir, you are going out now? He told me, which I would wonder how he combined such a sentence. He told me, Mr. Sunny, I am going to buy some nas. I couldn't understand what is nas. You know, in Malayalam, we have a letter, na. Then I again asked him, why? What is the real meaning of you are going to buy some na? What is the meaning? Sunny, we were studying linguistics. Sunny, you have noticed almost all vegetables in our market is having a sound nga. I was very much excited. Why? Yeah, you have tanga, nga, you have manga, nga, you have matanga, nga, you have kumbalanga, nga, padavalanga, nga. Like these, almost all vegetables have a sound nga in Malayalam. So he wanted to buy some ngas from the market. What is the real significance behind it? Once you make researches on vocabulary or word system in Malayalam, almost 80 to 90% words are ending with the sound nga in the area of vegetables. Means this is socially cooperated one. That may be the reason why this social cooperation needed to identify a thing. Like that, in a jockey way, people say, why, Smion, you are going to cinema today? No. Why? I have no George sir. What is the meaning of George? From the beginning of our tradition, George in Malayalam means no chickle. Chickle means no coins. At the time of independence, all the coins were branded with George King picture behind it. So people used to say George, no George means no money at all. This is socially cooperation method. So this may be the reason Bloch and Prager says language is socially cooperated phenomenon, without which you cannot say anything. So we have lot of ideas written from the beginning. So to study a language as such, we have to study its basic rules. To study basic rules, we have to follow a system. To follow a system, we have to know the mechanism. So all these are connected and interconnected. So we have to study. We get certain features of language. Certain features of language. You should keep in mind not all the features of language, because you are studying linguistics and modern grammar. I will tell you certain big important features. Alright, they have almost. Language, first one, what already explained. Alright, language, arbiter, one. Arbitrary, first one. Communicate, I told you why arbitrary is. Language is non-conventional. Second feature, non-conventional. Alright, non-conventional. Non-conventional. Why? What is the meaning of non-conventional? Suppose anybody asks you, how will you explain language is non-conventional? I'll tell you one example. Alright, we get C-A-T, cat. If it is conventional, cat will be always in all languages. But cat is in English, it is different from Malayalam. Malayalam you will get pucha. Alright. No connection between cat and pucha. Pucha is different. Because of the non-conventional method, we adopt certain words to our languages. That is also totally different from Hindi. Hindi we say what? Billy, which is not at all connected to cat and pucha. So suppose you go for Tamil, again different word you will get Pune. So once you get a cat, which is the basic form in English, which may be not derived from Tamil or any other languages in India, you go to Tamil, you will get Pune, which is not at all connected to cat as a basic word in English. That is why we say language is non-conventional. It is also symbolic. Third point you have to keep in mind. First one is arbitrary. Second one non-conventional. Third one is symbolic. Symbolic means symbol and sign is different. You will get once in the traffic problem there will be signals. They are signs. They are signals. Suppose once we get one cross there, you will get there is a church. Once there is a bed of a signal given, you can easily understand there will be a hospital. So signals are there, but we use certain symbols. That is why C-A-T became cat, or what is pucha in English, what is pucha in Malayalam, what is Billy in Hindi, what is Pune in Tamil. So they are symbols which we use and they are systematic. Language is systematic. That for the systematic system, I had told so many examples. We follow a particular system. If system breaks down, language breaks down. And the language is verbal and vocal. What is the meaning of vocal? Spoken system became first method of language. Spoken, maybe we can say spoken system is the fundamental platform by which we can develop all other skills. And it is a social behavior, language is human explained, and very important feature of language is open-ended. What is the meaning of open-ended? Many changes may be acquired. Any time, any change may come into the field of language. Now during the COVID period going on, so many COVID phrases have come. I also have put it in your group for so many COVID phrases. Which so many things, so many phrases are there. One among I just remember, COVID divorce. COVID divorce. In China, many people may get temporary divorce. That is called COVID divorce. For the time being, and later they can join themselves. So we'll continue language, verbal and vocal. That already explained. The other feature of language that you understand, it is based on a social behavior. Depending on the manners, depending on the social etiquette, language will be different. So the main feature we include, language is based on at least the form of a social behavior. Language is humane, that we already discussed, and it is open-ended. What is the meaning of open-ended? Open-ended means we can acquire as many changes as possible whenever you need. You keep in mind, almost 3,000 languages are available in our world. 3,000 languages. And some 5 to 7 years period of time, unknowingly or indirectly, many languages die. You know, in our own India, one language called Konkani, nowadays nobody uses. Why? How we can declare this language is not in being used? Because this language is last speaker or no more. Means what? The last speaker of the particular language died. Means that time the language that time stopped. So students have to keep in mind, as far as you are linguist aspirated students, you have to keep in mind that study of language means it has to be perspectively looked into the matter of it has a feature which is open-ended. Many changes, whatever changes may coming, they have to keep in mind. I had given you some particular words, which are not available in English Language Book Society Oxford Dictionary. Many words, even from India, even from our own Kerala, one word is going to be included. Anybody knows that? One word from Kerala going to be published in Oxford Dictionary by next calendar year. The word is Padayatra. We are familiar with all political parties in the demonstrative way they make Padayatra. But present dictionary does not provide. But next publishing, another Oxford Dictionary, it is already declared Padayatra going to be printed in the dictionary. Even from Bihar, so many phrases have been taken to English. All about this that we discussed in the 4th semester. Patiala peg, a technical phrase from India taken into English. So many developments, because the modern grammar, modern linguistics, all people make a lot of searches and researches, and they find such words. It is the meaning of open-ended system. Many developments coming, not only in the field of vocabulary, even in the grammatical field, even the phonological field, many differences coming. So being an aspirant of linguistics, being an aspirant of modern grammar, being an aspirant of language, you should keep all these in mind and study it. You, as I told in the beginning of the class, keep an interest to be developed in the field of language. Definitely you will never fail. Definitely you will score good marks. That is what we want. The last feature of language is, all languages are structurally complex. Understand complex. Complex. Not easy. Almost all languages, as I told you, 3,000 languages, among which 90% languages are complex in all the fields. The grammatical way, vocabulary way, in their syntactical way, in their communicative way, all the ways they are complex in nature. You know, I had a friend. Once I visited his house, he showed me a double-line copy which was written by his youngest son who was studying in 2nd standard. And it was written like this, okay? Pashuve Kili Pidichu. It is written in double-line copy, just like a 4-line copy we write English language letters. He has written Pashuve Kili Pidichu. And I asked my friend, what your son has written, what is this? Pashuve Kili Pidichu? Probably I thought the son is very imaginative. Maybe in the meadow field, in the pond, so many cows and bullocks will be there in the water. And sometimes crows and other birds will be standing. Highly imaginative maybe. But actually, again, searching and searching, I understood this way is not a sound to go with Pashu, but this way the sound should go with Kili. Then meaning will be Pashu Vegli Bidichu. Not to Pashu Vegli Bidichu. Child writes Pashu Vegli Bidichu, but actually he wants to write there Pashu Vegli Bidichu. That is what I say complex. Otherwise, many examples are there, no? How can we kill this example? Cat killed a rat. One example. Meaning is okay. Everybody knows meaning is okay. But you write a rat killed a cat or cat. Meaning is totally different, but I changed only letters and the words from one position to another position. Meaning is different. In the first sentence, cat is the doer of action, but in the second, the rat is the doer of the action. That is what I say, language is complex. Plenty examples we can show. But after reopening the college, I will give you plenty examples. Even the material, I will show you so many examples. So once you use language, you should keep. In a comical way, my friend would say, once he was waiting in the waiting shed in the Poverty Junction. I asked him, why? Why are you waiting here? I am waiting for my wife coming. Oh, okay, what is the plan? ഞങ്ങൾ ഒരു ഓട്ടോ പിടിച്ചു പോകാൻ പോവാ. I asked, ഓട്ടോ പിടിച്ച ഓട്ടോ പോകാൻ പറ്റൂ? ഓട്ടോ പിടിച്ചു പോക in Malayalam, is it really correct? ഓട്ടോ പിടിച്ച ഓട്ടോ പോവും. Even in Malayalam, our language is difficult. Our communication is difficult. Our method is difficult. Then what will be the international language, what we call English language, almost used by 134 countries. That is why Khushwant Singh is a very great popular journalist in Indian Express, died, written many books and stories. And he says, learning English language is getting a passport. Means what? Suppose you study English language in the proper way, it is equivalent to a passport. You will get a job. But many students know after getting postgraduate degree, even from our Kerala universities, they do not use correct English. We had to face a lot of troubles. I have mentioned so many points in the class regarding the, not importance given to English communication. Now we slowly enter to different schools of grammar by next class. If any doubts you have, do not hesitate to contact me either in WhatsApp group or in our Facebook or in my telephone number or mail ID. Thank you very much.